And there's a heart. What's this part of the heart? Ventricle. Ventricle. Okay. And then how about this thing here?
The left atrium.
Left atrium, exactly. And the right atrium is kind of there, but around, a little hard to see. On the back side here.
It exists.
It exists. I'm not very happy that it's so hard to see on this, but that would be where it would be. Okay. So this swollen thing is actually the conus arteriosus here. And I was just looking on someone was asking me, I think Francesca, asking me about the book, because it's got this label. The colorful book has this beautiful frog heart shown, and this is called the bulbus cordis, and that's the same thing as a conus arteriosus, not the same thing as a bulbus arteriosus, just to be difficult. But these things that come off to either side are the truncus arteriosus on either side, okay? And that's basically the ventral aorta that's split into two sides, left and right sides. Okay. And so coming off of this, we have our three main arches: the carotid arch, systemic arch, and pulmonary arch. And these show up fairly nicely on the frog. So here is the carotid arch. It's between the palms of the forceps there. Okay. Maybe I can show you all three at the same time, then maybe it'll be clear. Carotid, systemic, and pulmonary.
Oh.
Okay.
Are none of the frogs?
Carotid, systemic, pulmonary. Come on. What's that? Oh.
No, I just wanted to make sure I got it.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was
None of the frogs are died?
None of them have been injected. No, they're just, no. And on the carotid, you can actually see, maybe you can see, yeah. Here, there's a division, and there's two branches coming off, and this is the internal and external carotid. Okay, and there's this little swelling here at the base of the internal carotid. That's called the carotid body, and there's chemoreceptors and baroreceptors in there that are helping regulate the blood. So that little swelling is a pretty good indication that you're dealing with the carotid. You can see here's internal carotid, there's external carotid. And it's internal and external, people always get confused because the external looks more medial, the internal looks more lateral, but the internal is going into the head, into the brain. The external is going to the lower jaw region. So the one that's kind of just running forward into the lower jaw is the external. The one that's kind of diving around dorsally is internal. Okay. So that's the carotid arch. And then this next one here is systemic arch. Okay, and that's the right systemic there. Okay. And then the last one would be the pulmonary on that side. And what we can do on this frog, which is pretty cool, and I think it actually does look a little bit better on the left side there. See pretty clearly here the left systemic arch coming all the way around here and joining up with the right systemic right there to form dorsal aorta. So you see this? Here's the left systemic coming around. There's the right systemic, and they join up to form dorsal aorta. The left systemic coming around there. There's the right systemic, and they join up right there to form the dorsal aorta.
Does it seem very dorsal?
Well, I'm sorry.
No.
Last but not least, if I can find. The pulmonary right here coming off, and there's the lung itself. There's pulmonary, there's lung. Pulmonary.